Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Chichi's World and I hope you're really well. So today's tutorial video is all about Iro and Buba, how to make it. Now I'm making this for a kid, but it's still the same technique for an adult. The only thing is that you increase the measurement. So I will show you with a sketch how you are going to take your measurements. Okay, this is what I've sketched. All right, so now you can see what I've sketched here. I'll explain to you. So here is the shoulder, from the shoulder to the length of the buba where you want the blouse to stop. You take that. Mine is 20 inches. Okay, remember it's for a kid I'm making for. So now this is the center of my the nape of my neck. That's the back of my neck. You now take the measurement to anywhere you want the sleeve to stop. If it's at the arm, at the elbow, anywhere you want the sleeve to stop, you now take that measurement. So mine is 16 inches. Okay, so the next measurement is the you take the shoulder measurement. That's the shoulder measurement, in as much as I won't be using it, but I anyways just took the measurements. Okay, I don't really need the shoulder measurements. So the next thing, the waist of the girl, of the kid, is 23 inches. I added 2 inches to make it 25. Okay, so now you take the biggest part of your circumference. For an adult, it might be the bust or the waist, anyone that is the biggest. So just take that measurement. You can see is in a square form. All right, so now the next measurement is the sleeve opening. I thought my camera was capturing it, but no. Now the sleeve opening, mine is, what I'll be using is 6.5. Okay, so what to do is to fold your fabric into 2, then again into 4. Okay, the up part is the folded place, the down part is the open place. I've already taken the measurements. That's so what I have there is 21 inches. Remember the length is 20 inches, so from up to down is 21 inches. Now the measurement I'm taking right now is quarter of my waist circumference. That's a quarter of the biggest part of your circumference for the up part. Okay, so like I said, for an adult it could be the bust, it could be the waist. Now for these kids, remember it's it's 23 inches, but I added 2 inches because of course it has to be free, not fitted. So what I have there is 6.25. So that's why I just connected all the way down. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to take my sleeve opening. Okay, my sleeve opening, remember I said I was going to use 6.5. So here, taking my neck measurement here, so I use 2.75. That's 2.75 wide, 2.75 depth. Okay, so that's what I'm marking here. I'll cut out. All right, so this is me marking 2.75. You connect the lines together. Okay, so now remember my 6.5. So I just want to mark it here. Okay, so that's what I'm marking right now. All right, so and please remember this is buba. It doesn't have to be tight. And also remember that this is for a kid, so you can't use the same measurement for a kid for an adult. Okay, so here I'll cut out. I'm cutting out. Okay, now finish cutting. I don't need the other one. Okay, this is what I need. So this is me like still trying to measure to be sure. 2.75. So now what I like doing, I like notch the tip of the shoulder. Okay, so now also notch this neck side. Okay, so this helps us so that when we want to attach our face and when we want to attach the sleeve, you can see the notch there. Okay, it really helps. So please just try and do that. So please, I want to show you something. When I did it, my camera did not capture it. Now remember our sleeve opening 6.5. I notched that place. Okay, so now this is the notch. That's the notch for the 6.5. So by the time you measure now, what you'll be having there is 13 inches in total. Okay, so immediately you measure your sleeve opening, ensure you notch it. I did, but I didn't capture that place, so that's why I'm showing you so that you don't get confused. So here is 13 inches wide. Okay, the next thing I want to do now, you can see what my top looks like. Now I'll take the measurement from this center front from the folded place. You remember I told you from the center, the nape, the back of the neck to anywhere you want your sleeve to stop. Mine is 16 inches. That's where the person wants her own sleeve to stop. Okay, so now this is me measuring. Okay, so now what I have in total is 7.5. Please remember that you don't need your shoulder measurement. We are using the biggest part of your body, like the up part. And this kid is the waist, and it's 23. Then I added 2 inches, that's 25. That's this cutout you are seeing here. So our shoulder measurement is not even necessary. Then the next measurement from the nape of my neck, the back of my neck to anywhere I want the sleeve to stop. Now what I have after taking measurement is 7.5, remaining 8.5. This is me measuring. I have 7.5 in total. Okay, so that means 16 inches minus 7.5, that's 8.5, then plus 1 inch for folding. Okay, so that's a total of 9.5. I hope you understand. This one I'm cutting is for my sleeve. Okay, you can see I folded it into 4. It's unfold into 4. Now this measurement I'm taking right now is my 9.5. Remember we have 8.5 remaining plus 1 inch. That's for the sleeve. Okay, that will make up. I hope you understand what I mean. So what I have here, what I'm marking here is 9.5. Okay, so that's my 9.5. Please, you can see, fold your fabric into 2, then into 2 again, total of 4. All right, because we are cutting the 2 for the 2 sleeves together. So this is me cutting off the excess that I don't need. So this is just it. This is how it will look. Now this is my sleeve opening, that's 6.5. Okay, now I'm taking the that's 6.5, the sleeve opening. Okay, so that's what I'm taking here. That up part is a folded place, and remember we folded this into 4 because we are cutting for the two sides, that's the 2 sleeves. So here I'll cut off the excess I don't need. All right, so you can see what it looks like. Now in order not to confuse you, I like notching so that you know they almost look alike. I like notching so that I will know the one that is sleeve opening and the one that is the length. You understand what I mean? So this is how it's going to look like when I attach it. Okay, you can see. All right, so this is how I'm going to attach it. This is me trying to show you. So please remember to notch so that you know the one that is the sleeve opening and the one that is the length of the sleeve. You understand? So where I'm notching now is the sleeve opening. All right, so this is how I'm going to attach it from one notch place to the other. Okay, so this is how it will be sewn. You sew down, you now sew it down. Okay, for the 2 of them. Now that down part you now fold. All right, fold in 1/2 inch, then another 1/2 inch. That's a total of 1 inch. Now I'm cutting her wrapper. Okay, so from her waist to where I wanted to stop is 20 inches. Now but the length the length is 46 inches, so that means 46 inches by 20 inches. I hope you understand me. From her waist to where I wanted to stop is 20 inches. Now but for the round, the one she would tie round is 46 inches. So let me quickly share this tip. Now if you are making for an adult, for a plus size you can use 2 yards and 30 inches. Okay, now but for a slim person you can use 2 yards and 20 inches for a slim person. Okay, of course the length is 45. All right, this is what it looks like after cutting it. So you join it. So I'll do French seam. You sew the front first, you now sew the back. Okay, so join the 2 of them together. That's 23, total of 46 inches. Okay, so I also cut the hair tie, and this is the hair tie. Okay, so I just wanted to show you. Important measurements I will take is the facing. Okay, now facing is a shorter version of your neckline. Okay, so I'm going to replicate my neckline, but it will be shorter because I'm going to use it to turn the main fabric. So you can see back is big facing back. All right, so this is how it will appear from the inside when you now sew it. So now I'm just replicating like the same way my neckline is, drawing it on the facing. Okay, this is me marking that place where we have notch, because I'm also going to notch on the facing, which will guide me when I'm sewing it. Okay, now I want my facing to be 4 inches long, so I'm measuring from the circle, the measurement I took all the way down, that's 4 inches. Measure 4 inches round. Okay, so after measuring, I'll cut out, because of course these 4 inches we're measuring, that down part will fold it in by 1 inch. So technically I have like 2.5 remaining, because of course we'll use 1/2 inch to sew the neckline to the bodies. Okay, so our buba. So this is me cutting out the excess. Okay, so I know you can't see it, but of course I can see it, because I can see the marking. Okay, so this is 4 inches round. All right, so the next thing, that center, just notch a place so that you can now pass your scissors through that place and now cut round the circle. I hope you get what I mean. Now cut round the circle. Okay, so this is me cutting it. All right, and that place I said I was going to notch, remember to notch that place, so that by the time you want to sew it to your buba, it will match up. Okay, so this is me notching that place, because already I used my chalk to mark, to indicate that I'm going to notch. So this is my buba. Okay, so the knot should match the knot on the main bodies. Okay, joined everything together, but I want to show you what I've done so far. Okay, so this is the front. You can see how beautiful it's already looking. It's coming out. So let me just turn the back so that you see from the back. You can see the facing. I've attached it to the neckline. Okay, so the sleeve, you can see how I placed it. I have closed the down part. I have sewn the sleeve. Then you now place it. I've already sewn the other side, but I just want to show you how I did it using this side. Okay, so after joining to the bodies, after joining the sleeve, you now sew by 1/2 inch, sew and come in and sew down again. Remember to fold it down. I've already done that. Okay, fold the down part. All right, so you can see for your facing, after sewing that place, remember to top stitch and remember to notch as well. Okay, so this is me notching. So what that notching does is that it eases, like you notch the place that you stitch, that 1/2 inch you stitch with, just notch that place. Don't cut through your sewing. Okay, so just notch to ease that place so that it will not just to ease that place so that it will lay very well. So after notching, also remember to iron. Okay,